Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a good night. I am King Pigley. This is Gaming Imperfectly, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, I am King Pigley, and I hope you like what you see, because today on Gaming Imperfectly, we're going to do a King Pigley real review. It's been a while since we've played a game, and it's certainly been a while since we've reviewed a game at all on the channel. But you know how we do it here on Gaming Imperfectly, guys. We mix it up. We tell stories, we play games, we review movies, we do all kinds of stuff. And why not? Because life is too short to just stick with one thing. King Pigley likes to mix it up, get the most out of life that I can. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Guys, welcome to the channel. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, I really hope that you enjoy what you see. Maybe consider subscribing. Guys, let's review Little Hope today. Holy crap, what can I say about this game? I love it. I think it's an amazing game. This is a spoiler-free review. I am not going to go into any great detail about this game because I want you guys to experience it for yourself. If you have any plans on playing this game, fear not, because it is a part of the Dark Anthology. It's from Supermassive. It was made by the same people that gave us Until Dawn and the wonderful Man of Medan. If you're a fan of the Man of Medan or Until Dawn genre game, storytelling type, choose your own adventure game, you're going to love Little Hope. That's all I can say about it. That being said, let's get into some specifics about the game that aren't going to ruin it for you, that kind of thing. It came out on October 30th. I powered through it. I beat the game already. And wow, I loved it. I mean, I thought it was amazing. If you're a fan of colonial history and or the Salem witch trials, anything like that, this is a game for you. You're going to enjoy it just on that aspect alone. It revolves around 5 characters. It's going to be Andrew, Daniel, John, Taylor, and Angela. And wow, what rich characters. They all have their own individual personalities. And of course, with these games that are being put out by Supermassive, how you interact with each character, this, like I said, it's like a choose your own adventure story. So how they interact with one another is going to determine, how they go in the game and what happens to them and how they work with one another. And I love that because it creates such a richness in a game. When I play games like this, I really try to make the decisions as quick as possible. Not because I'm just using my heart instead of my head, but because in real life, in impulsive situations or crazy situations, you're going to make impulsive decisions. You're just going to go with it. Yeah, if something crazy's going on, time doesn't stop to where you have plenty of time just to sit and think about things, and what I do like is that the meter, it kind of gives you a timing meter to make decisions. It doesn't run super fast. It does actually give you time to think about your decisions and what you're going to do. So that I like. The way it works is that you get glimpses of these people who look just like other people throughout history. And I don't want to go into detail. But it leaves a great mystery as to what's going on. And these 5 people, Andrew and John, Daniel, Taylor, and Angela, are on a bus on a field trip for college. John is the professor, and the bus gets detoured from the main road because there's road closure, so they go into a town called Little Hope. Along the way, there's a specter in the road, and the bus crashes. The bus driver has mysteriously disappeared, and it's left to our 5 protagonists to find out what's going on to go get help. And that's where the story basically takes off. And it doesn't disappoint. I mean, it's mystery after mystery. There's so much to this game. And one thing I really like about this game as well is that it doesn't just spoon feed you the answers. Sometimes, with games, with me, I know what's going on as I'm playing the game. I've already figured it out. So there's no great shockers. And in fact, even Until Dawn, I actually figured out what was going on in Until Dawn long before the reveal in the game. And that's fine. I still enjoy the hell out of Until Dawn. But that's generally the way it is. With this game, it was not like that at all. I had no freaking clue what was going on most of the time. I was scratching my head going, what in the hell? And I love that about this game. The gameplay itself is really rudimentary. And for some, that may put you off. For me, I love it. Because sometimes with games nowadays, it's so complex when you're playing the game. I mean, you got to hit so many buttons to do things that it actually puts me off of the game because I can't enjoy the storyline because of the gameplay. It's so complicated. And this game is not like that. The gameplay itself is very rudimentary, And that gives you a chance to actually enjoy a very rich story. And that, for me, is what is most important in a game. And hence why I still detest Naughty Dog's recent release, The Game That Shall Not Be Named, because it was a crap story. And this game excels at storytelling. But, it is a choose-your-own-adventure game. And that's what, I really enjoy when it comes to story and narrative-driven games, is a good story. That's kind of the most important part of it, to King Pigley anyway. And this game doesn't let you down. So you don't get lost in trying to worry about what buttons to hit and when to hit it and do this and do that. You never find yourself looking down at your controller kind of baffled as to what you need to hit to accomplish something. And I love that. It's very, very simplistic gameplay. And it lets you just jump into the story and really delve into it and get wrapped up in it. And that's a wonderful thing. Again, as with Until Dawn and Man of Medan, there are items to find, secrets to find. I'll show you some of the stuff that I found. I didn't find everything. I am in the middle of playing it again. And that's one thing I also love about this game, is because once you play it once, you should play it again just to see if you can get a different outcome or find more stuff. But also, it unlocks a curator mode, which is a different style game, and I'm going to play it. So I'll end up playing this game at least 3 times just to see, make sure I can get it all done and everything else. But the great part of this game, like I said, is the storytelling and everything else. But they give you pieces like premonitions, so you can find these items, and it gives you a little hint of what could happen based off what decisions you make or what actions you fail to do. And I really like that, because nothing is set in stone. And I happen to believe that about real life. I don't think anything's set in stone. What if you chose to go left instead of choosing to go right? Life is strange like that sometimes. And this game exemplifies that your choices, depending on what you choose to do or not do, could certainly lead ultimately to a negative or positive outcome for your characters. And that's amazing. I love games like this. When I was growing up, I read a lot of choose-your-own-adventure books. And so these games just really hit home personally for me, that just I love them. I can't say enough about it. And of course, with this game, something you should understand is that if you haven't played Until Dawn, or you haven't played Man of Medan, which is the first game of the Dark Anthology, you're not going to miss out, because this is a standalone story, and that's cool. At first, I was kind of weird by it, and I was like, wait a minute. I thought they were going to be connected. In a way, I guess they are, but it's very base. Like, they're so far. I don't know what they're going to do by the end. From what I can understand, there might be 8 of these, and we're only on the second one. So by the last one, maybe they'll all tie together in some way, shape, or form, which I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do, regardless of how many there are. But they're not so connected that you can't enjoy each game by itself. They are standalone stories, and that I really, really love. Because even though I highly recommend you go play Man of Medan, because it's a great horror game, you won't miss anything by not playing it if you just want to play Little Hope. That being said, the jump scares, this is a horror game. There are jump scares in this game. And after a while, I will say that they become very predictable. It is almost the same thing over and over again. After a while, the scares really kind of lose their scares. And like I said, after a while, you kind of see it coming. You're like, yeah, here it comes. But that's not such a major part of this game to where I'm going to be like, who cares? The jump scares, I love Five Nights at Freddy's too. But I tell you, by the 5th night and the 17th time that Freddy or Bonnie or somebody's jumped out at you, it kind of takes away from the terror, So I don't know what to say. Play Little Hope. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't let it distract. There's a lot of hate going on. This cancel culture of the world we live in today, everything either sucks or, what should matter is a good storyline, and it's fun. Games should be fun, and they should have a good story. In my personal opinion, that's the most important part of any video game. Is it fun? Does it have a good story? And Little Hope does not disappoint on that, guys. It is both fun and it has a great story. The ending, again, I'm not going to spoil it because I think that depending on your outcome, you're going to have a different ending than I had anyway. So I will say this. I felt that there were certain things in the game that weren't explained. And it could be because I've only played it once and I just kind of missed out on it and I didn't catch it. But for me, I didn't get some answers that I thought I would get. And that kind of let me down a little bit. I was kind of left going, hey, but what about this? Or what about that? And it didn't really answer it. But overall, the end of the story was beautiful. I thought it was amazing. I was just like, wow, it really impressed me. Because I didn't see it coming, and then the reveal happened, and I was like, holy crap, and it was really neat. I really enjoyed that aspect of it, of course, because certain things, like I said, I could figure out before it happened, but not with this, and I really appreciate that. It was excellent storytelling on the part of Supermassive. They did a really wonderful job. Again, there's some rough edges, rough parts of this game. Sometimes it just kind of seems to skip scenes suddenly. Like, characters like, hey, I wonder what that is over there. And then it kind of pauses for a second, and then it skips, and they're all walking down the road again. And you're kind of like, wait, it wasn't a very smooth transition from scene to scene. Again, certain things were just not explained very well, to my liking, to where it kind of left me scratching my head at the end of the game. But none of this distracts from the fact that this is an amazing game. The voice acting is great. The face captures, I mean, second to none. There are monsters in this game, and I don't want to give it, again, spoiler-free. I'm not going to give any detail away, but they were really well designed. You actually unlock the making of this, like the making of the creatures and stuff, as you play the game. You can unlock special features, and one of them is the design of the creatures and stuff like that. And I really like how they did it. I mean, what they went through to make these creatures as realistic as possible and whatnot is pretty impressive, guys. So well done to Supermassive on that level. And I can't wait, because at the end of the credits, you get a preview of the next picture in the dark, or next movie, next game in the Dark Anthology, which is going to be called The House of Ashes. And in fact, I'm going to kind of put that preview in here too. The cool thing about the House of Ashes preview is that Pazuzu. All I want to know, from the movie The Exorcist, the statue they find in the movie The Exorcist. I swear that that's that statue. Is it the same storyline? And, is it the same universe? Are we going to be playing in the Exorcist universe in the next Dark Anthology game? And it's coming out sometime next year, and I can't wait. I'm really loving the Dark Anthologies. I'm really loving these stories, and I think you guys will too. If you're into good storytelling, you're into a good time, fun gameplay, this is the game for you. I recommend it 100% for anybody who's out there that may enjoy these kind of things. But that's it for King Pigley, guys. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's fantastic, and if I say anything else, I'm going to start spoiling stuff. So go play it for yourself, check it out, and then leave me in the comment section what you think of it. Have you already played it? What's your opinion of it? Do you plan on playing House of Ashes? Have you played Man of Medan? What's your opinion? I'd love to hear from you, no matter what. And stay tuned to the channel, guys. Again, if you're new to the channel, I hope you keep coming back and hanging out with me. I'm growing, but I can't do it without you. So smash in that subscribe button, hit the bell, get the notification so you don't miss out on the next video, whatever it is that King Pigley may be doing. I will tell you immediately, guys, I'm going to be bringing more storytelling. I'm really digging the whole true crime, dark, macabre storytelling thing that I'm doing right now. And it seems to be going really well on the channel. People seem to be responding to it. You guys seem to be enjoying it, and that's super important to me. I'm loving it. So hit that bell so you don't miss out on the next spooky story or the next video. But that's it for King Pigley, guys. I'm out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what that little shake was. I was suddenly rattled. See ya.